Don't you know you don't have to break the bank to have a 4K camera? I know a lot of people that uses their smartphones to record a lot of their videos, but what if you want to up your game to get a dedicated camera that can do it all, from streaming to Zoom meetings to talking head videos like this and everything else in between? So what you're looking at right now is the OBSBOT Meet 4K. This versatile camera has a bunch of features, including AI. So let's talk about it. Sit back, relax, and get your popcorn ready and follow me on this journey. Let's go. What's up, guys? This is Eric back with another video. So OBSBOT has been a well-known company that delivers great cameras, from webcam to PTZ cameras, with great software to match, which allows you to make all your adjustments. Now look at this quality. This is in 4K. This is the webcam you're looking at right now. Look, before I give you guys my thoughts about this webcam, let's talk about the unboxing experience. So check this out. So looking at the box, you're greeted to a photo of the Meet 4K. So when opening up the box, you're greeted to another box that's in all red. So when you open up that box, you now get the OBSBOT Meet 4K with a secondary box that houses the USB-C cord, the foldable magnetic mount, a USB-C to USB-A adapter, the privacy guard information, and books and stuff. So this webcam comes complete and ready to go. Now, the Meet 4K will set you back $199. I will leave all product links down in the description below. So the OBSBOT Meet 4K is a 4K AI camera with framing and autofocus capabilities that can shoot up to 4K 30 frames per second, which make it great to making YouTube videos, TikToks, and stuff like that, streaming, gaming, and more. There's a very easy setup. All you have to do is connect your Meet 4K to your computer and boom, you're good to go. Now you can use applications such as OBS and it works very good. Now the OBSBOT software is very good. All you have to do is download it if you want to get the most use out of your 4K. Now there's a button at the top. When you tap it, you can blur your background, or you can auto frame. So the Meet 4K is very good for a one-person scenario if you are doing an online class that's moving around showing the chalkboard. The Meet 4K will follow you all around and keep you in frame, which is really good. You also can turn this camera into portrait mode to get those vertical shots and videos, which is great for social media. So the Meet 4K can be your one-stop shop device for everything that you need. So let's go over the software and do some comparison between the Meet 4K and the OBSBOT Tiny 2. So check this out. All right, guys, so in this part of the video, we're going to go over the software. If you buy the OBSBOT Meet 4, the software is very, very good to have. All right, so here it is. This is going to be OBSBOT Central. Right now, I have the camera part open. And one of the unique things about this is that you can record straight to your computer from the software to get that very good image quality. So that is good. Now you have your video format here, and you can go up to 4K 30 frames per second. Now, one of the things I do want to mention is that even though you can shoot at 4K, if you start adding all kinds of background tasks, you might want to drop it down to 1080p 30 or 1080p 60. And the reason why is because sometimes the processing in the background really start hindering performance, as you go see in this part of the video. But I just want y'all guys to see that, yes, 4K 30, 1080p and stuff like that. But let's go over some more of the stuff here. At the top here, you got your power button. You have your remote control, which I do have a remote control for this. You have your hotkeys, OSC and stuff like that. Now you do have your console, which right here, you can change some of your distance, right? And you can go wide, right? Now this is a wide shot, which is really nice. And now you can go medium and you go narrow. And if you want to, you can go way close. You can go close and you can use the gimbal, right, to frame yourself. So yes, you can use the gimbal to frame yourself. It can always go back. All right, so that is unique. I really do like that. Now I do have auto framing off. Let me turn on auto framing, turn it on. And as you can see, it follows you, right? So if you're doing a presentation and you're moving around and stuff like that, the camera will follow you. But for this video, I like to turn auto framing off. I don't want it to move around on me and stuff like that. So let's go back to narrow. All right, so let's go to image. So one of the things here, I do have the autofocus on. I have all that stuff on. Now, as far as auto exposure, I do have that off because I like to set my shutter speed, my ISO. You could turn this on if you want, but for me, I turn it off. And auto, as far as white balance, I like to set my temperature. I have it at 5600 Kelvin. I don't want it to change because you're gonna have difference in white balance. So I keep it like that. Now I have the rest of the stuff here at the bottom, the contrast, the sharpness, the saturation, and the hue. I have that set at default. So just so you know. Now, you do have anti-flickering if you have issues with flickering and stuff like that, but which I don't have. And when you go into beauty mode, I just want y'all guys to see beauty mode. And this is where you run into some issues. I'm gonna tell you why. Right here in beauty mode, right? You have what's called background blur. Now, if you keep it at 4K 30, and you put on black background blur, you will have some delays going on. And I'm gonna show you guys in this part, right? Let's go here, go background blur. And as you can see, it just stuttered a little bit. As you can see, it's stuttering because now it's putting that background blur. Now I am running this on my Windows PC, and this is an i7, 20 something gigs of RAM in it. This is a gaming PC, so I have a very powerful PC, but for some strange reason, when you turn on a blur, you run into some issues. And as I turn the blur all the way up, you run into some huge issues as far as, you know, the stuttering and stuff like that. But here's where you turn down the quality. You turn your image quality down, right? So when you turn the image quality down off of 4K, now it's really good at this point. So I will recommend that if you're going to use the blur background, which I'm just completely blurred out here. If you're going to use the blur feature here, I would turn it to 1080p 60 frames per second, because at 1080p 60 frames per second, you're going to get nice smooth footage. Now, it looked like it doesn't hinder image quality too much, but just so you know, if you keep it on 4K, even with the most powerful computer that I have, like I said, I got an i7, 24 gigs of RAM or something like that, and I got dedicated GPU, right, on my gaming laptop. That's what I'm using this on. I don't have no problem with performance, but somehow, some way, when you put it on 4K, you do have some issues if you use the blur feature. But let's go back, and you could change all your tones and smoothness and all that stuff like that if you like. When you go to more, you can do the auto sleep. You could do virtual backgrounds. You could do noise reduction and stuff like that. Now I'm on the highest firmware, right? Because I updated the firmware when I got the OBSBOT 4K. So just so you know, you can reset and all that stuff like that. So That's going to be your console. That's going to be everything you need to know if you buy the Meet 4K. All right, guys, so this portion of the video, I want to do a comparison in image quality. What you're looking at right now is going to be the OBSBOT Meet 4K. I also have the OBSBOT Tiny 2, and I have my professional camera. So what I'm going to do is give you side-by-side comparison so y'all guys can see the image quality of the Tiny 2 4K and the OBSBOT Meet 4K. So again, what you're looking at right now is the Meet 4K. Now let's go down and switch to my main camera. Okay, so this is going to be my main camera. This is going to be the Canon 90D. Just so you know, this is a professional camera, and I'm also shooting this in 4K. So let's go to the OBSBOT Tiny 2. All right, so what you're looking at right now is going to be the OBSBOT Tiny 2. Again, this is in 4K, so you can see the difference in image quality. But let's go and put the two side by side. All right, so this is going to be side by side between the Meet 4K and the OBSBOT Tiny 2. Now, it's definitely a difference in image quality. It's definitely a difference in a bunch of things here. Now, I do have both of these cameras set in auto mode. Now, you can go into the settings and you can make all your adjustments accordingly. But if you just want to plug and play, do something like open up OBS and they use these cameras in auto mode, this is going to be the image quality that you're going to get. So just so you know, if you want to use these cameras in, auto mode, this is the image quality, again, that you're going to get. So there it is, the OBSBOT Meet 4K. Look, I will leave all product links down in the description below if you want to check it out. I want to give a special thanks to OBSBOT for sending out the Meet 4K for me to review. My overall impressions about this camera is very good, and I probably will do a follow-up video later on about this camera. So this is Eric. See you guys on the next video. Peace.